Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what we're hearing right now could be one of the most game-changing rumors we've seen in a while. It's still just a whisper, but the buzz is loud and clear. The Seahawks might be about to make a bold move that could reshape not only their defense but their entire championship outlook. We're talking about a high-stakes trade involving none other than Derwin James, the versatile safety from the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just some rumor mill chatter. Sources close to the situation suggest that Seattle is eyeing James for a blockbuster deal, potentially sending a first-round pick plus a second-rounder in the 2026 draft to LA. Now, this isn't just a shot in the dark. The Chargers, sitting at 6'9" and struggling mightily on defense, allowing nearly 27 points per game, are in a tough spot. They've been hit hard by injuries and are clearly in a rebuild mode, especially with a focus on fixing their offensive line after a rough season, as Diana Rossini pointed out. And with the Chargers about $12 million under the cap, they might be willing to part ways with a star to free up some space and reset for the future. But why would the Seahawks go all in on a guy like James? Well, if you've been paying attention, you know that Seattle's secondary has been a bit of a patchwork this season, especially after losing Bryant to a knee injury back in mid-December. That injury has left the Seahawks secondary quite vulnerable, and they've been leaking points, over 27 yards per game allowed through the air recently, which is not a good look when you're aiming for a deep playoff run. Seattle's defense needs a spark, a game-changer who can bring both versatility and leadership. Derwin James fits that bill perfectly. This guy is a true chess piece in the secondary, capable of playing multiple roles from deep safety to lining up closer to the line of scrimmage in blitz packages. His ability to cover ground, combined with his knack for making big plays, makes him a perfect fit for the Seahawks' aggressive style. Now let's take a deeper dive into what makes James such a potential game changer. This isn't just hype, his stats back it up. In 2025, despite some injury setbacks, he's already snagged 5 interceptions in 15 games, and he's racked up over 112 tackles, which is a massive boost for any secondary. His 14 pass deflections and a PFF coverage grade of 85. 8 show he's reliable in coverage, and his 8 sacks in blitzes demonstrate how effective he can be rushing the passer from the safety position. Not to mention, according to Next Gen Stats, he allows only about 1 yards of separation, top tier in the league. His career numbers are equally impressive. Since entering the league in 2018, James has accumulated 18 interceptions, over 500 tackles, and 42 pass deflections. His ability to make plays in critical moments was on full display in Week 11 against the Chiefs, where he recorded 2 interceptions, 10 tackles, 2 sacks, and 4 pass deflections, a true all-around performance. And let's talk about his injury history, because it's relevant. James missed a couple of games in 2025 due to an ankle injury, but he's bounced back strong. His previous season in 2022 was marred by a foot injury, causing him to miss the entire year. Still, when healthy, he's played like a top-tier safety, reminiscent of a Cam Chancellor in his prime, a true tone setter in the back end. His coverage metrics are elite, allowing just 26 yards per route covered, which boosts defenses' overall efficiency by roughly 13% in turnover creation. That kind of impact could be exactly what Seattle needs to elevate their defense to a new level, especially heading into playoff time. Now, why are the Chargers apparently willing to let him go? Well, with a losing record at 6'9" and a focus on rebuilding the offense through the draft, particularly targeting wide receivers, they see the value in getting draft capital for a player like James. It's a tough call for Los Angeles, because losing a star like him is never easy, but the cap space and the need to rebuild their offensive line make this a strategic move for them. Plus, as Adam Schefter mentioned, the Chargers are highly aware of James's injury history, but his upside and game-changing ability could outweigh those concerns for a team looking to reset and retool. For Seattle, this potential acquisition is huge. Imagine the Seahawks with a secondary led by Jamal Adams and Derwin James, a hybrid duo that could create chaos for opposing quarterbacks. James, with his ability to cover deep blitz and support the run, would add an extra layer of versatility that Seattle desperately needs. Right now, their coverage stats are allowing nearly 248 passing yards per game, and with Bryant out, that number only rises. But bringing James in could cut that number down significantly, perhaps even to under 200 yards per game, while also increasing their interception rate, possibly adding around 1.5 more picks per game on average. That's a massive boost in creating turnovers, which is crucial for a team that's been close, but just needs that extra edge to push them over the top. Looking ahead, if the Seahawks manage to land James, it could have a direct impact on their Super Bowl chances. Current odds from Caesars show the Seahawks at plus 800, but if this move materializes, some analysts believe they could see those odds improve to plus 550. That's a serious boost, especially considering how much this defense could improve. A secondary with James and Adams would be reminiscent of the Ravens' famous Earl Thomas and Ed Reed duel, a nightmare for offenses. And it's not just about the postseason. James's presence could boost the Seahawks' chances of making some noise deep into the playoffs, especially against teams like the Eagles, where Hurts's mobility and the Eagles' explosive offense have tested defenses all season long. James's ability to generate turnovers and disrupt passing lanes could be the X factor that Seattle needs to finally get over the playoff hump and reach the Super Bowl stage again. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the Chargers are willing to part ways and whether the Seahawks can pull off such a deal. But if they do, it's a move that could instantly transform their defense from good to elite. With Jamal Adams and Derwin James roaming the back end, the Seahawks would have a defense that's not only versatile but also extremely disruptive. They'd be able to switch seamlessly between coverage and blitzing, making them unpredictable and difficult to game plan against. That kind of defense, paired with their offensive weapons, could be the perfect recipe for a Super Bowl run. It's a bold move, but in the NFL, sometimes you have to make bold moves to bring home the ring. So fans, keep your eyes peeled because this could be happening very soon. A trade like this would send shockwaves through the league and set up Seattle for a serious shot at reclaiming their spot at the top. The potential of adding a player like Derwin James isn't just about improving the defense. It's about sending a message that the Seahawks are all in on winning now. It's about building a team that can compete not just for playoff spots, but for that ultimate goal, the Super Bowl. And if they pull it off, trust me, Seahawks fans, we'll be talking about this move for years to come as one of the franchise's most pivotal. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now I want to hear from you, Seahawks fans. What do you think about this potential move? Are you excited about the possibility of adding Derwin James to our defense? Do you believe this could be the boost we need to finally get over the playoff hump and make a deep run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Remember, this is a team built on passion, on resilience, and on the relentless pursuit of greatness. And I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Seahawks news because the best is yet to come. Let's go, Hawks.